Hey everybody, Icy Cat here. Huge changes announced today for the way Pro League is going to be happening going forward, and also a very sad day for Xbox Pro competitive players. Today it was announced that there's going to be big changes to the way that Ubisoft and ESL handle Pro League going forward. From this point forward, the Xbox version of the Pro League has been disbanded. It will not exist anymore as a competitive scene, and the only official Pro League support will be on PC. It will be one platform support from this point forward after the Rainbow Six Invitational coming up. There will still be a competitive scene on Xbox. It will, instead of being called the Pro League, will now be the Major League. There will still continue to be Go for 6 Cups on the Xbox, but they will not be for Pro League acceptance. They will only be for the Major League play. The prize pool total on the Xbox Major League will only be $5,000 US, whereas the competing version of the actual official Pro League on PC will be a $100,000 prize pool. Also, in a first time for PlayStation users, PS4 will also get a similar version of the Major League. It's going to be identical to what's on the Xbox. So PS4 players will now be able to participate in Go 4 Cups, and they will be eligible for that same $5,000 cash pool prize. So that's going to be a $5,000 pool prize for Xbox players and a separate $5,000 pool prize for the PS4 players. So once again, the Pro League will no longer exist for Xbox players after the end of this season. That is going to come as a major disruption to any Xbox competitive players that have been building up and training for future seasons. A few months back, when they had released their plans regarding the future of Pro League, they didn't go into any specifics of what the matches would be and what year 2 would look like, but they did lay down some groundwork that announced that they would be doing another full year of support for Pro League. Xbox competitive players probably assumed that they were going to be in there along with the PC Pro League players. So any of those teams that were training or trying to get set, maybe they were trying to put into place some kind of sponsorship deals or putting in tons and tons of training, maybe they're trying to get some orgs behind them, things like that, are now going to be severely disappointed that their efforts for the upcoming next season are not going to be going anywhere. It also may not be a complete surprise, as it's hard for a publisher to maintain exclusive deals across multiple platforms maintaining large prize pools. So let's review the specifics of this and break this down by platform. So starting with Xbox One, the competition program will be for the Major League, and this includes the Go for 6 tournaments. It'll follow the same format as the Pro League, but the Major Leagues will welcome 8 teams in a region, and they'll be fighting over the course of the full 4 seasons, so it will still be a competitive scene, but it'll just be Major League instead of Pro League. Each season will have a $5,000 prize pool per region. The PlayStation 4 will also be getting the same Major League and Go for 6 tournaments, and it will follow the exact same format with the same amount of prize pool potential on its side. The first Pro League season for year 2 begins in March, and that structure will follow 3 full seasons of Pro League play with another 6 invitational the following year. The overall prize pool has been increased to $100,000 US per season. The 8 teams who qualify for the Pro League will compete in a brand new dual tournament format. That's something that they put together when they talked with the ESL team as well as the top pro players from year 1, and they think that that's going to be the best way to go forward. That format is also going to be mirrored in the Major Leagues and Challenger League. So what is the Challenger League? Well, that's the focus for year 2. The Pro League is going to be just on the PC, but there's going to be an intermediate level for the up-and-coming competition, and that's the Challenger League. It'll follow the same setup as Pro League, the same schedule, everything like that. That'll be open to 8 teams, and this is sort of like an intro level to the Pro League for people that are trying to come up through the ranks. The Challenger League will play and fight for a $5,000 prize pool every season per region, and that will help them secure their position in the next season's Pro League. That, of course, will also incorporate the Go for 6 tournaments as well. They're also trying to enhance the weekly competition, so across all platforms there will be weekly tournaments where any player from any level will be able to compete, and you'll be able to get things in there from Rainbow Six credits, exclusive charms, and other participation prizes. The details of how to qualify for all of these leagues and different events will be covered in the upcoming weeks. So big changes coming to the competitive scene for Rainbow Six Siege regardless of what platform you're on. If you're on PC, you have even more to compete for this time, bigger prize pools and more challenges, and also the addition of the Challenger League in addition to the Pro League for PC players. If you're on PlayStation 4, you now finally have your chance to get in some competitive play. Even though it's going to be on a smaller prize pool, it will only be the major leagues. You will not be eligible for Pro League play. And Xbox, again, does see the loss of Pro League competition level play. There is still the major league play, but with the smaller $5,000 prize pool, the people that were doing pro play will either probably not be competing on that smaller prize level or may wind up shipping over to the PC side if they have a strong enough skill set to be able to do so. Of course, you know, when you switch between a keyboard and mouse to a controller, it's a completely different world. The recoil profiles are all different, and it's a completely different input device. So, you know, some of those players may jump over, some of them may not, but there's definitely some big changes there if you were a competitive player and you had your sights on the Pro League. If you were on Xbox, that's just not going to be happening anymore. Now, I can't imagine how much of hard news that has to be for people that were in training and doing this. I mean, if you're in training for the Pro League tournament, if you were on Xbox, you were devoting a lot of your life to doing this. You're playing in the Go 4-6 tournaments, you're doing constant scrims and matches. A lot of these people play, you know, 6, 8, 10 hours a day, multiple days a week, you know, sometimes 4 or 5 days a week, depending on how much they do in their training. You know, they basically like live, eat, and breathe playing this game competitively. That's a lot of time and investment. And it's even harder if you're trying to juggle like a family and a full-time job on top of that. There's a significant amount of time to play on a competition level in the Pro League scene. You're training with your team, you're developing your tactics. It's just day in, day out training for a lot of those guys. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you were trying to secure sponsorship deals and get backed by different organizations and really make this into a professional tournament level thing, that all just fell apart for you on Xbox. That's got to be really disheartening for those teams that either have placed before in the Pro Leagues on Xbox or were trying to for the next season. But on PC, the stakes did get a lot bigger and there is a lot broader opportunity over there. I have noticed a lot of people do tend to comment that PC play is overall more exciting. It's very fast-paced play on the PC. I mean, you can just sort of twitch your wrist and you've spun around 360 degrees if you want to. It's really fast. I think a lot of people that hear this information are going to have a wide variety of reactions. For instance, there will be a lot of people that don't even care about the Pro Leagues. They don't watch it. They're not into the competition. They just play for fun, and I sort of find myself in that category to a certain degree, although I do recognize the importance of competition play, even though I don't participate in it. Then you have the people that are very passionate about Pro Leagues, and that's all they watch. Of those, some people will be very upset to see the Xbox Pro League get disbanded, while others will think that that's actually a good thing and allow them to focus completely on the PC side of things. So what do you guys think? Was disbanding the Xbox Pro League the right way to go? Or are you upset to see those players and teams get taken out of the loop? If you're on PS4, how do you feel about the introduction of some kind of a major league competition play on your setup? Let me know down in the comments below, or you can tell me over at IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter. And if you want to stay up to date on all the latest news, tips, tricks, reviews, and more for Rainbow Six Siege, then please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.